Now, for the fall, you won't be disappointed for long if you are disappointed at all.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I just want to say I hate Leo, but I hope he stays and he comes back this fall, because
Yes.
you're great. You're so good.
Thank you very For much. A louse, she wants you to come back. And we'll be back in just a moment. Peggy Lipton, I've already chatted about the fact that she took time out, not forever, but for a while, and did not work outside the home, shall we say. Piper, you did this too.
Yes, I did.
Let me remind this audience, this is probably the youngest audience we've ever had. I'll kiss the baby. You know that Piper's an Emmy Award winner and a triple Oscar nominee. In what film did she make her screen debut, and whose daughter was she? Trivia. The film was Louisa, and she was Ronald Reagan's daughter. And you retired when? In the 70s? When did you bailed out for a while, didn't you?
I bailed out for 15 years.
That's a while.
A little bit longer than you.
Yeah. And you loved it, and you came back, and it's fine, and what's...
Right.
You know, there's a lot of people think you can't do that. You know, once you leave, they forget you, and that's it, and it certainly didn't hurt you.
I think I was very lucky.
Well, you're also very talented. That doesn't hurt, you know. Hi, I'm glad you waited. Go ahead, yeah.
Yes, I was wondering, do you need any special legal authority from the FBI to portray FBI agent Cooper the way you do, as using such strange investigative techniques like throwing rocks at bottles and going on his dreams and things like that?
We had an FBI advisor working with us on the pilot, and oddly enough, he wrote me a letter about 4 weeks in and said, some of the techniques you're employing are things that Director Hoover used to encourage us to do. I don't know about throwing rocks at bottles, but he said, pay attention to your dreams. And so I felt we were on the right track.
We have asked this audience who killed Laura Palmer. You want to show them? Who do you think the #1 suspect is? The psychiatrist is correct. Dr. Jacoby got 31% of the... 31% of you think that the psychiatrist knocked off Laura, assuming Laura is the one that's been knocked off. All right? Dr. Jacoby, or I'm sorry, Len, or Leo. We got Leo in this. You're #2. Leo, 70% thought, and here is Jacques Renault and Bobby Briggs, the football player, 11%. Look at this. James, the motorcyclist, 8%. Here, 6% of you think Laura's still alive. Oh, we want to have a... You should be writing scripts. And you could be right. The sawmill manager and the hotel owner are also suspect. Piper, you're a suspect. 3% think she killed herself. Laura's father got 3%. And look at that. 1% of you think Dale Cooper, the FBI agent, knocked her off. And Josie Packard. Mike, I got another candidate. I think I got another candidate. In fact, I know who did kill Laura Palmer. It's not on here. The mayor.
The 85-year-old mayor.
The 80-year-old, he's doddering. You know,
yeah.
I think we on that final scene, we're going to see a real SO, you know. But nobody asked me, so I'll have to. Yes.
The show has a lot of elements of psychic ability, and do you yourself believe in that kind of stuff?
Yes and no. I mean, I think it's part of everyday life. I think a lot of people do believe in it, and I thought it would be interesting to fold it into the fabric of the show.
Hi, I'm glad you waited. Go ahead.
Hi, Phil. I'm dying to know, are the men in your panel, are they married, single, or seriously
Well, that's
dating?
a good question. The men. All right. Well, listen, Peggy, you're single, I assume.
Single.
Piper?
I'm single.
Well.
Not for long.
Dana?
I live with a beautiful young woman.
I see. In separate bedrooms, we hope.
Oh, of course.
Madchen.
Yes.
You're single.
I'm taken.
Are you? You go steady, sort of, so to speak.
Engaged.
You're engaged. Well, you have our congratulations. Eric?
A beautiful girlfriend in L.A.
You have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
I see. Well, that's too bad. And Sheryl.
I'm single.
Huh.
I'm staying that way.
Yes.
That way. Yeah.
And Mark Frost lives with 6 women. No,
6 women.
just kidding.
That's true. No, 7 at last count. No, I'm very happily married.
Uh-huh. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah.
Besides the fact that everyone likes a good mystery, do you think that one of the reasons that this show is so popular is because people are sick of like the Reagan era complacency, and they want, the things beneath the surfaces? They want to see the evil that people do. I mean, do you think that's why the show is popular?
The thing we wanted to do above anything else was not insult people's intelligence with the show, and not underestimate people's intelligence, and see what would happen.
Up to now, the whole plot has been focused on the murder of Laura. What do you plan to develop next year to keep the show going? More murders, or?
There are 10 million stories in the tiny city, so.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure that, yes.
This is a question for Peggy. Why did Ray call Josie at the end of next to the previous week's episode?
Oh, you mean Hank?
Hank, sorry, Hank.
Hank, my husband?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are you there, caller? Hello? Oh, I thought you were the yes.
Hi, this is for Peggy. How tall was Link's hair? No. What I really want to know is, when I saw the pilot for Twin Peaks and I initially started to watch it, I was a little surprised at the grieving sequences with like Laura's mother, and how long they were. Did you ever worry that the audience wouldn't take to that would turn more people off than?
Well, what I think we wanted to show was real grief, and real grief isn't something that happens and ends conveniently before the next commercial. And there are consequences to violent crime and violent death that most television shows never deal with. And that's one of the things we've tried to do with the show.
I'm glad you waited. Go ahead. Hi. I'm glad I pushed the button, too. Go ahead.
Hi. Because this show looks so lush and lavish and different from anything else on television, I'm curious if the production staff, as well as the writers, are from a film or television background.
Film or TV, she wants to know. She's impressed with the cinematic quality.
Both. I mean, that's sort of the way it works for everybody on the show.
Hi. Glad you called. Go ahead.
Yes, I'd like to say, first of all, I really enjoyed the visual aspect of the show. My question is about the comedy in the scripts. In particular, the scene where Ben's brother, Jerry, comes back from Paris and breaks out the sandwiches I felt was hilarious. Is this intentional, or is it just me?
No, that wasn't... if you've ever had one of those sandwiches, you'd know, yeah.
Yes, it's intentional. Are you there? Hi, go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah.
First of all, my daughter wants me to say that Bobby's a real cutie. But second of all, I don't really care who killed Laura. I want to know if we're ever going to meet Diane.
You will see parts of Diane in upcoming episodes. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to know what it's like working with David Lynch. After a film like Blue Velvet, I thought I had to watch the show. What's he really like in person?
He's great. Everybody has this tendency to say, you know, is he really weird? And I find him to be generally probably more normal than all of us.
He's a cross between Jimmy Stewart and Salvador Dali.
Very approachable as an actor to the director as well. You'd think someone with his, you know, all the success he's had would be harder to kind of break through with him, but he totally lends himself to you, so you're able to, you know, kind of give a good performance.
There's definitely something very different about him.
We are in New York City with part of the very talented cast of players from Twin Peaks, the conclusion of which airs this Wednesday night, wherein apparently our creator is saying that we will learn something, huh?
Yes.
We will learn. Will we learn who killed Laura?
You might. But you have to draw your own conclusion.
And we'll be back in just a moment.
Hi, this is Lucy from Twin Peaks. You're watching Donahue. We'll be right back. Don't forget the donuts.
Those of you who are Twin Peaks fans know that the cherry pie relates to the FBI agent who apparently overdoses on cherry pie at your place, or whose diner? Peggy's place. No, you're not Peggy.